Hello and welcome to the brand new Lost Ark video. I often browse Lost Ark subreddit, forums and read YouTube comments, and I always see the same type of questions being asked by different people. So I have decided to compile the most interesting, non-generic questions, give as clear of an answer as I can and put them together into a video. The idea is to make this Q&A recap video every few days until the release, so it serves as one big FAQ for new players. Every few days I will check the Lost Ark subreddit, forums and YouTube comments, and if there are any interesting non-generic questions, they will be put into the next video. Is it better to level alone or in a group? Do we get more or less experience from quests if we are in a group? For time and efficiency, it's better to level alone and not have to wait for your group to catch up after each quest, but if time is not a problem, then you can do it in a group. Quests give you the same amount of XP regardless if you are solo or in a group. Do all classes provide some utility or buffs to the party, or there are some pure DPS classes? Every class can provide some sort of synergy if you spec your tripods into it. There are DPS synergies and support synergies. Synergies of the same effect do not stack from the same classes, but stack with different classes. Link to a guide explaining them in detail is posted in the description, and I will quickly scroll through it, so pause the video if you have to. Is there spammable PvE content? You can spam Chaos Dungeons and Guardian raids after 2 daily runs. From Chaos Dungeons, you get crystals that you can exchange for weekly materials and accessories, while spamming Guardian raids is not really worth unless you are farming cards and runes or trying to practice boss mechanics. You can to a certain degree spam cube and test pads, but it requires a ticket that is a RNG drop from 2 daily runs of Chaos Dungeon, or buying it in Marie's shop with blue crystals. Are multiple alts mandatory to have? They are not mandatory and you can completely focus on one main character, but with time and on a higher tiers of PvE content, it will become progressively harder to upgrade your main due to lack of resources that alts can generate. Another good reason for having alts is the daily replayability. Eventually you will be at a point where you have done all of the collectibles, filled up your adventure journal, and the only thing for you to log in every day will be doing your daily and weekly PvE stuff. Once you complete them in 2 to 3 hours, you can log off for the day. With alts, every day is different as you experience different content from different classes, and it helps you train and practice mechanics of the bosses if you do them on multiple characters. How much storage do we have per character and where is it located? There are several types of storage units. You have your regular backpack/inventory that is fully unlocked, and you also have a smaller version of that on your pet. You can access your storage via pet menu or talk to any NPC with the storage chest icon. Inside the storage, there are 3 different units that depend on what type of items you can put in. First one is for cosmetics and gear, and the other ones are for everything else. I like to put materials in the first one and everything else in other units. The third unit is Expedition Warehouse, and here you can only put tradable items and materials. It is used for transferring tradable materials and items from alts to your main and vice versa. There is also a special part of your backpack that is separate, and it holds crafting and gathering materials, rapport items and voyage items. Is it possible to power level? Power leveling in Lost Ark is not a thing, as leveling to 50 is fast and efficient by only following and doing main story quest. Is there fast travel and how does it work? You can fast travel within continent and each region in the continent via triports that you unlock during leveling. To fast travel to a different continent, you go to the near harbor and you find this NPC that will let you select which continent you want to travel for a small fee. There is also Song of Return that lets you teleport to selected major city waypoint. These are marked as blue triports in any major city. It has 1 hour cooldown and you need to select it beforehand in which major city you want it to be. There is also Bifrost, which is an insta teleport to the specific location anywhere in the world, that you also need to manually select and save beforehand. If you own Founders Pack, you will have 3 of these unlocked and you can receive keys to unlock more Bifrost spots. These keys you can get from collectibles or expedition levels. How are the professions and gathering? Is there good skill progression and are the professions rewarding? Gathering is pretty straightforward. You have a bar that depletes the more you gather. Over the span of 2 days, the bar fully replenishes in its own, or you can replenish it via life potions that you can get from Marie's shop. Progression is also straightforward, where you gain a fixed amount of experience each time you use your life skills. Each level gives additional passive bonuses, or you can also unlock some new active life skills that give greater benefits. All of the gatherable materials can be sold on Marketplace, or you can use them to craft potions, battle items or food that you can also sell on the Marketplace for profit. How does a guild system work? It might look scary at first glance, but it's really simple. If you're not a guild leader, all you need to worry is that you do your guild support every day to donate 6,000 shillings. If there is a guild quest active, always complete the quest to help the progress of the guild. And if there is a research active, always support the research with a separate support button. Guild starts at level 1 with 30 maximum members, which goes to level 25 and 100 maximum members. Each level increases max members and unlocks guild skills for GVG content. In return, you will get Silmile guild tokens based on your support that you can exchange for materials and other stuff at this NPC. Is the game divided by roles, like tanks, healers and DPS? There is no Holy Trinity system. Every class is responsible for their own healing, defense and shielding. However, there are classes that offer decent amount of protection, defense, healing, shielding and buffs to assist you, but that is not their main purpose. The main healing comes from each player potions and you should always bring enough of them into a raid. If there is enough interest and if there are interesting non-generic questions, I will keep making these kinds of videos to help new players. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments of this video and it might be in the next Q&A recap video. Consider liking the video if you enjoy this type of content and don't forget to subscribe and turn the notifications on so you don't miss out on future videos. Thank you for watching and as always, I'll see you in the next one.